So I said earlier today that I was going to make another video of Chase in the Dark, this time for my viola students, because their version is slightly different. They don't have an E string, obviously, it's viola. So we're just going to go through this piece again, but in the viola version. So the first thing is you've got this rhythm, which goes long, short, long, short, long, short, long, short. I'm going to clap this for a while. I'd like you to join in. So hopefully you can do that. If you're finding it hard, pause the video here, rewind it, and go through that again. We've got long, short, long, short, long, short, long, short, long. Then we need to think about how we bow this. So we're going to start on the A string, and if you're not careful, this will happen with your bow. I've run out of bow. Because we've got a long note on the down bow and a short note on the up bow. What we have to do is save the bow on the down bow, so I don't want to go past the middle, and then on the up bow I have to do a faster bow stroke so that I get back to where I started. You might find that the bow jumps a little bit as you do the up bow, and maybe even comes off the string. If it happens naturally, that's absolutely fine, as long as you can control it when you land again. But if don't try and do it deliberately. So pause and have a go at that bowing. Make sure you save the bow on the downstroke and do a faster bow on the up. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Pause and have a go at that. The next problem you're going to have as a violist is that we have to start with A, E, E. You don't have an E string, so you have to play the E with your fourth finger on the A string. And a lot of you, I know if you're only just starting, you might not get this fourth finger in tune. So we're just going to find that. I'm going to do a low second finger, which is too close to 1. Because that's what we're using. Gap to 3 and a gap to 4. Let's do that again. A, first finger, second finger close to first finger, gap to the third finger, gap to the fourth finger. Sorry, even my tuning's not brilliant because I've been playing the violin a lot lately. A, first finger. Now we've done that 3 times. If it's still not sounding in tune to you, pause, rewind that little bit and do that little bit again. Now we're going to try going with the first 4 notes without the rhythm. We're going to do A, E, B, E. Or if you want to think about it as fingers, A, 4 fingers, 1 finger, 4 fingers. So A. Now you have to drop all of those 4 fingers at the same time. There's no doing this business. A, 4 fingers, 1 finger, 4 fingers. Pause and have a few goes at that. If you're finding it hard to get the 4 on in one go, then you need to practice just that motion. Lift the fingers up, put the fingers down. Lift the fingers up, put the fingers down. Now I'm going to add the rhythm this time. So if you're finding it hard, pause, go back over that little bit. And this is the next thing you need to practice, is we're going to add the rhythm. So we were doing. Now the 4 notes that we've just played, we're going to do a down bow and an up bow on each of those. Okay, so I'm playing each note twice. And it's going to go long, short, long, short. So it sounds like this. Sorry, my tuning's a bit off. Have a go. I'm going to play it one more time. And I'm going to ask you to pause and have a few goes at that. Now, the next section starts the same, and then we're going to hop across with our first finger from the A string to the D string. So we've got that motion. And it's not going to slide or roll across, it's going to hop. And as I do, you can see my elbow move slightly. So I've got the same rhythm, A, B, B, low E. Well, it's not the lowest one, it's the middle E. So A, 1, 1, 1 on the D string. And that's 2 long notes, so listen. And again. And again, so I've got long, short, long, short, long, long. And those long ones are even longer. Have another go at that. And if you look at the next 2 bars in your music, you'll find out that they're the same as the start was. So you don't need to practice those separately. Just check that you know what you're doing. They're the same. And then we've got the first really tricky bit, apart from using the 4th finger. And this is, I think it's about the 6th bar that you play. I'm doing this from memory. So it might be bars 7 in the music. I'm not sure there's an introduction. You're going to do, it's a low 2. So 2, so your second finger is close to your first finger. Okay, so it's that new position from all the songs and at the start of Run use that. So we're going to do C, D, C, B, C, B, or 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 1. So I'm going to do this in real slow motion. You can see my fingers better if I go this way around, can't you? 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 1, and then you just play your A string. So make sure your second finger is close to your first finger. I'm going to do that again. And again, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 1, A. So if you're still struggling with that, pause it and go over it at that speed. And then we're going to try a bit faster. So I'm going to build up the speed. If you can play along with me, that's really brilliant. I'm just going to give you a chance. So we started really slow, so we're going to go a bit faster. So I'm going to go 1 and 2 and go. Bit faster. 1 and 2 and Give you a chance to do it now. Bit faster. 1 and 2 and Tiny bit faster. 1 and 2 and That's about the speed that we were going before with the rest of the piece. Then you've got a nice easy bit, your first ring on the D string E, and it just does long, short, long, short. And then you do it on the bottom E, which is on the C string, and we've got to have an old second finger, a high second finger. So there's a gap between 1 and 2. So it's not here, it's here. Okay, make sure you get that one. And we go back to the first finger on the D string, E. And then we're going to go A, G, so that's 3 fingers on the D string. So that's another one you might have to practice doing that. A to 3 on the D. A to the G. And it's going to go A, G, E, F sharp, E. So again, it's the second finger with the gap between 1 and 2. So you don't want this. You want. So we've moved our second finger. So it's only close to the first finger on the A string. The other times we use our second finger, they're away from the first finger. So this goes A, G, E, F sharp, or A, 3 on the D string, 1, 2, 1. And then we build the speed up a bit. And again. And then the good news is that the rest of the piece is the same as the first bit, only if you notice the first time that you play the main tune, oh, I've just made everything go wobbly. The first time that you play the main tune, you have a sudden drop in volume. So the first time round should do this. You hear what happened with the dynamics, with the volume level. So that's something to consider. The second time that you play that main tune, it's all loud and you don't need to worry about doing that. Good luck. I hope that that's broken it down enough for you to be able to do if you work with the music in front of you. In case you're not sure, it's number 6 in viola time runners. Good luck. Happy practicing.